As a tech founder, you've maybe heard certain terms being thrown about the place, things like master services agreement and statements of work, but you might not exactly know what those are. You'll also hear things like client contract agreements, etc. A lot of them are used interchangeably and they can be confusing. So a master service agreement is generally a framework agreement. It's your general terms and conditions that apply to the services you provide. It will cover all your legal wording, so things like liability, any indemnities you're going to provide or you want the customer to provide, what's happening in terms of fees and charging, warranties that you're going to give, things you expect from a legal perspective from your customer. That would generally all be in your master services agreement. Then what you would have is a statement of work that almost sits alongside that. A statement of work is much more operational. Lawyers do look at them to make sure that they make sense and they line up with the contract, but they're not so much a legal document as a master services agreement is. The master services agreement is all your legal terms to be negotiated. Your statement of work sets out things like the dates you will provide the service on, what happens with payments, so when payment dates are, how long sometimes they have to pay an invoice. Sometimes that's in the master services agreement. If it's likely to change throughout particular projects, you'd find it in the statement of work. If you think about your statement of work more as an operational piece, setting out the facts of what's going to happen, and the master services agreement to be more the legal documentation that sets out the rights and responsibilities of the parties. Most of the time you will need both. There are some tech founders that will provide contracts where they don't need a specific statement of work. That would really be for a kind of one-off piece of work normally. If you are providing certain tech services and you need an overarching set of terms, but you see there being particular projects that you'll need specific statements of work for, that's where this comes in handy. Me and my team have lots of experience in drafting these and negotiating them for tech founders. So if this is something you'd like to chat about in more detail, please just drop me a message or comment below this video and we'd be more than happy to have a chat with you about that.